Hello again, my name is Anna Delman. It is day number 216 of my note writing adventure. I'm continuing where I left off yesterday on focusing on grace. Yesterday I finished my sharing with you, my conversation with quoting Amazing Grace. I read it to you from my hymnal and challenging you on what you're listening to. What are you filling yourself with? And so for today, being Day 216, my note for myself is as follows. To long for the help and comfort of grace is already a beginning of grace. When I thought about that, especially coming out of a season of looking at spiritual desertions and just in the melancholy mindset that put me in, which I didn't like, so I needed to just look differently, and then started looking at some hymns. And as I was looking at the hymns, and the necessity of joy and what we can do to make sure that joy stays deep down, I came across some quotes from the very spiritual desertion book that I was reading. So to long for the help of and comfort of grace is already a beginning of grace. When you're in a funky situation in life, wherever you are, and you are wanting the comfort of grace, you're wanting the comforts that only God can give, it's already the beginning. It shows your heart's desire. Oh, come all ye faithful. You're being called. You are being drawn. Make sure you're drawing others in with you. Such desire must be absolute in uprightness of heart, to be sincere, to be true. And trials, although overwhelming, never distract the soul from clinging to grace. And then Psalm 37, verses 23 and 24, an encouragement from the Word of God. The steps of a man are established by the Lord when he delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be cast headlong, for the Lord upholds his hand. That's grace, friends. That's grace. And then in reading through this book, I wanted to read the following to you because it so invigorated me and was such a great comfort. The beleaguered soul, that it cannot attain such a state that it would be rejected by God or could completely fall from grace. After all, earlier it also shared in God's grace and bore the certain evidences of such grace. Add to that the perseverance of God's love of his saints and the perseverance of the saints in his love. Goodness, that's worth reading again, so I'm going to. Add to that the perseverance of God's love of his saints and the perseverance of the saints in his love. It's so circular, but it's yet we part of it. God invites us in. Oh come, all ye faithful. Bask in the glory of what God and the grace of what God is teaching us. We must also note the fact that the beleaguered soul does not have a righteous and strong desire for grace now, but truly enjoyed this grace earlier. It was there. It's just not a new thing. It might have been quiet, but it was there. We just needed to have our spiritual eyes opened. I was blind, but now I see. That is from John, the book of John. Ephesians, yes. Okay. The soul can draw strong comfort from this knowledge. Whatever happens, even if heaven and earth were moved, yes, even if the terrors of hell sneered at his soul, at this one soul, yet it would be kept and would surely remain God's possession, even if it went through the valley of the shadow of death. Friends, when we are his and we are struggling, to long for the help and comfort of grace is already the beginning of grace that we want, that we need, that we desire. And friends, why is it important for me to have focused on this study, especially this week before Christmas? Ephesians 1 verse 18, that you may know what is the hope to which he has called you. What are the riches of his glorious inheritance in the saints, and what is the immeasurable greatness of his power towards us who believe? Our hope is in him. Our joy is in him. When we are encouraging others through the difficulties we know, because we are being encouraged, we are in a place of victory. We are being encouraged. and we will encourage. We know grace. We are sharing grace. And friends, don't forget, when we have such fine examples and when we have learned so much, never forget that part of our encouragement is to be gracious to others, and especially those who have offended us, have been unkind to us, and have plain old been nasty. For by grace we are saved, and not anything that we could have done in and of ourselves. So friends, until tomorrow, take care and God bless. Bye-bye for now.